जहां पर मौसमियाती तब्दीली के हवाले से तकरीब का इनेकाद किया गया है और इस वक्त शुरका के सवालों के जवाब दिए जा रहे हैं।
Finance is Mark Carney, that was governor of the Bank of England, and probably the person in the financial sector that has fought more bravely in order to establish mechanisms to guarantee that the financial instruments serve climate action instead of being an obstacle to them.
Yes, I think what the Honorable Secretary General pointed out, finance and the focus on adaptation being the key areas over here. But to answer your question, I mean, this is something that we think of. I mean, I have mentioned it in my presentation also, but do nothing is not an option available to us. We have to do what we can do. And I think that's what we are doing in Pakistan. We may not be doing enough, but we are not doing nothing. We are doing a lot and more than our share, and we will keep on doing it. And hopefully the Secretary General will get the world to get together in unity to do it also.
Next question. Okay, I'm going to choose the women. So the lady in the corner.
Good afternoon, His Excellency. Thank you very much for a very insightful talk. My name is Momi Salim, and I'm an environmental researcher and advocate based in Islamabad. As you have mentioned in your talk already, that over 90% of Pakistan's surface water resources are currently used for agriculture purposes. And climate change is already posing threat to our natural resources, especially water resources. So how do we ensure food security given that less water will be available for agriculture in coming years? Your thoughts on that, sir?
Well, I think that I don't know the Pakistani agriculture in depth. I know a little bit more of my own country's agriculture. And I think that many countries in the world have a lot to do in order to improve the productivity of the use of water in agriculture. We sometimes still use too much water. I think at the same time we need to make sure, as it was mentioned, there are dramatic floods everywhere. We need to be able to capture the water of the floods and to use it instead of letting the floods just destroy the soil and have very dramatic consequences for the countries. So there is on one hand the question of management related to, and this of course requires infrastructure, and of course requires finance, in order to be able to better preserve the water resources we have. And of course I'm very worried with seeing melting the water in the glaciers in the Himalayas. I mean, I was recently in another country of the region, Bangladesh. The risks of the coastal area of Bangladesh being flooded by the sea is terrible. And of course, one other problem is as there is less water coming from the rivers, the salinization progresses, and that is another threat to agriculture. But again, I think we also need to do more everywhere. As I said, I don't know very well the Pakistani situation, to do more to use water in a more effective way. We sometimes waste a lot of water still with traditional practices, and there are situations in which we practically are able to produce agriculture in the desert. I mean, with the very well-managed forms of irrigation.
Thank you.
I want to add to that the Recharge Pakistan project actually is a project to address that very issue. We have a lot of water in Pakistan. We say we are water stressed, but I think we are poorly managed. We've got a poorly managed water system. And one of the things I learned, there was a recent research that came out of 37 river basins of the world. The river Indus was the most stressed river basin in the world. And the reason was that although we sit on the second largest sweet water aquifer in the world. This is something I didn't know of. I found out about 2 months back that we have the second largest sweet water aquifer beneath our river system. But we are drawing down on it very fast and not recharging it properly. I think the Recharge Pakistan project is that although you have this huge mass of water, 30 million acre feet of water that goes and we flush it down into the Indus. So I think this Recharge Pakistan project is to capture that water, restore the natural ecosystem so that it can recharge the aquifer, and then, the system starts coming back. So we are working on that. It's the project is submitted to the GCF for its, feasibility. And as I said, the Chinese government is also helping us in that, because they did it in China. In the Three Gorges Dam, they created two bigger wetland lakes south of that dam to recharge the aquifer. And I think this is something that we need to do in Pakistan.
Thank you. Again, the lady with the hand up.
Hello, hi. My name is Anam Rathore, and I'm an environment and climate change activist. So I'm going to continue on slightly on the previous question. So there's a growing regional tension between India and Pakistan, and there's a, there can be possible escalation. And a lot of water in Pakistan comes through, from India. So the water crisis in Pakistan is growing. Given that we are a riparian country, a lot of